Hey guys, this is SF and welcome to Monster of the Week. This week it is Miss Olive and Heart Barrier for the ability. I'll get to a little bit more about that later. Gauge of no gravity barrier and then gravity barrier slayer. So it slays monsters that have gravity barriers around them. And then strike shot is a shield breaking strike shot. And then bump combo is a heart energy heart, which is 13k. So let's do it. And I'm bringing her into the 22nd floor of the tower. Probably one of the best uses for her because of her heart barrier. It can take in those homings very easily. Okay. So the thing about Olive for me is her base attack is very low in my opinion. And the hard part is to position for a barrier for an energy circle. The thing about her energy, I wouldn't say energy circle, I'll say energy heart, is that it's really awkward in terms of distance because it's different between different in different directions. So it's hard to position for it, and the width of the energy is not that wide as you say for like an energy M. I think it's around the same as energy M, but like it's hard to hit because hitboxes for monsters are circular, whereas this one is not as circular. So there's that. And in terms of the heart barrier, it is around 2,500. So one shot can basically clear it. It's not that great, but she is a farmable. She's not a hatcher monster. So it's good that way. As you can see, it's just hard to control. I guess you need to get used to using the energy circle. And of course, the barrier comes back every single stage, just like Lucy's barrier. But Lucy's barrier is like 10k, and then Eva's are like 3k. This one is 2.5k. So doing work in terms of the Slayer. Nice. And Muhammad's dead already. Okay. In terms of dungeons, any water dungeon basically has gravity barriers. Even if they have like damage walls, like recently in NA is Sama, she works really well. And Okuta Soji, she works really well. And in terms of impossibles, it is Yamato Takeru, because he has gravity barriers around him. And even though you can pinch because she's a Pierce monster, it doesn't really matter because her base, like her Slayer, will deal some good damage, and her energy heart will be able to clear him within time. Okay, and as you can see, the homing didn't do that much to me, and I only lost like a few K because of the heart barrier. So it's really good for this stage, and specifically this stage. So if you don't have a good monster for 22nd floor, I really recommend you at least getting one Olive, and that will help your chances a lot more. It's a little better than like stalling for hearts and stuff like that, because you know, no matter what HP threshold you have, as long as you have, unless you get really unlucky with like the homings, like where the homings will proc on multiple guys, where homings like hit the same person, hit the same Olive, then that's a little sketchy. But each homing does about 30-ish K, so as long as you block like pretty much a quarter of the damage per barrier, so it's not that bad. But of course I won't like anger it. I'm not that stupid. Okay. Let's see, 74k right now, and after the homing it is 41k. And it proc 2 barriers. So I basically mitigate about half of the damage because I think there's 4 homings and then 4 hit my guys. Wait, there's 4 homings and then 2 homings hit my guys and then yeah. So it's really good. And another dungeon she's really good for is Nirai Kanai. And she's a Pierce monster, so it's really good for Nirai Kanai, and the barrier is really good for dungeons, for part of the dungeons. And if you're good enough, you can block the gravity part of Nirai Kanai, but I think the gravity doesn't really mean that much because it always makes it into 4 HP, but I guess wouldn't matter that much. As you can see, the heart barrier didn't work. Only took like 40k there, I think. 30 to 40k. But of course the hard part about Olive is the metal farming. If there is a new series that is really easy in my opinion, if you just farm for max luck and you don't really care about like getting the most, and you can get an S clear on them, then one session can basically give you an Olive, in my opinion. Okay. There goes that. Last bar. This is where it gets a little sketchy because my attack downs. Okay. 72k to... Ooh, that was unlucky. That was genuinely unlucky when all of them went into Robin Hood. I do have a heart on the bottom left, that's why I just did that. I'm gonna grab the heart just for the safety. And of course you can max lock her and then you can bury her, but burying takes a lot of work in my opinion. You only have 6 months. You only have 6 months to max luck and do whatever you want with her. So it's going to be relatively hard. But if you go by 1 olive a pace, then you'll get there in time. If you get 1 olive per day, then you'll get to max luck and an able berry as well. So it's doable, but it's gonna take a long time. And it's not like the new events. The new events have a 5x5 metal count multiplier on them, so that's a little easier. But if there's no new events, stuff like that, then you might have a hard time getting medals for that specific day to meet your quota. But there are other ways of farming those. It just takes more stamina. The stamina medal ratio is going to be a little bit worse off, but you still get a good amount of medals per run, in my opinion. But that's pretty much it for me today. If you have any more questions about Olive, then comment, and then I'll see you guys next time. Bye.